Hey Budgeteers, this is week 11, 12, and 13. In this video, you're going to find out where I've been, and we're going to find out who won the Amazon Echo Dot from the giveaway. Here we go. I want to start with where I've been. This was a super long couple of weeks here, technically 3 budgeting weeks that we missed. That's why we're doing 11, 12, and 13 today, because we've got to catch up. But here's what's been going on. My wife and I, we left our kids and we took off to Asia. Now, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to leave them, and I want to thank my parent-in-laws for watching them. It was a great experience for the kids, and my wife and I got to go to Taiwan, to Korea, and to Japan. Now, before you ask, it was South Korea. We were not in North Korea, but we were actually in the southernmost part of South Korea near Busan. So if you've ever been to that area, let me know, because that is one of my favorite places in the world. The reason is because about 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I served down there in a missionary role. I went for my church, and I helped out with the church mission down there. And so I got to teach all of the Korean people and be there with them, learn the language. My skills were very rusty, by the way, going back 11 years later, but it was a lot of fun. We got to eat a lot of kimchi and just be there and see all of the beautiful places there are to see. What an awesome time we had. So we went to Taiwan first, just because I'd never been there and we wanted to check that out. We did a full day tour, a lot of fun. Then we went to South Korea. We flew into Kimhae, and then we went down to Changwon, Jinhae, Gojedo, and we went across over to Haeundae, which is one of my favorite places in the entire world. And then we went up, took the KTX train up to Seoul, and we spent one day there, of course, participated in Gangnam Style. And then we flew over to Japan and spent a day in Tokyo, where we hit Tokyo Disneyland. We went to the robot show at night, where we ran into DNCE. They're a musical group. I didn't even know who they were until I realized Joe Jonas was in the group, and then I know who Joe Jonas is. Back in the days when they were the Jonas Brothers, and I loved them. So that was a lot of fun. They were at the show, and then we came home, and it was over a span of 12 days, a lot of jet lag, a lot of fun times. It was great. But now, the moment you've all been waiting for, we're going to go ahead and draw for the Amazon Echo Dot today. So for that, I'm going to turn the time over here to Gleam, and we're going to draw a winner live. I'm going to push the draw button right now. All right, we're ready to do the drawing here. As you can see, I've got 2,941 entries that will be picked from. So 1 in 2,941 chance to win. That actually is pretty good odds. I mean, this is a much smaller drawing than typical, so we'll go ahead and get that. But before I draw, I want to just give a big thank you, because one of the primary goals here was to get 500 budgeteers on the YouTube channel, and we hit that. We're at 504 as of today, and so I am super happy to be drawing a winner and finding out who is going to win the Amazon Echo Dot. So let's do that now. And the winner is Abigail. Abigail, we will be sending you your prize as soon as we get in contact with you and get where we're sending that to you in Rhode Island. Thank you so much for entering. Thank you to everyone who entered. We have got some good stuff coming up. We're going to have a lot more fun coming out, and we're going to be continuing to talk about budgeting. So I'm glad to have all of you here, and we're going to hope to get some more prizes out. Obviously, you're hoping that too. And when I say we, I mean all of us as budgeteers. There's always good stuff out there. I'm going to try to find another great prize, and we'll start something else here soon. But for now, Abigail, you'll be getting an Echo Dot, and I'll be in contact soon. All right, time to make a really quick budget through for weeks 11, 12, and 13, and we're going to go ahead and do that now. So from my bank, I've already gone ahead and downloaded the checking account information so that we can add this all in. You'll notice there's some charges here and some other things. Now, you will notice that the trip seems really cheap. There are a few $100s more that were on a credit card, and I'll talk a little bit more about why you'd use a credit card abroad than you would a debit card or something else in another video. But for now, just know that there is one other transaction that will come through in April when I go to pay that bill in full that we'll be adding back into this budget template as well. So notice that everything is a little bit small. There is a few $100 extra there, and you'll wonder why the flights were so cheap. And that is because we had some awesome points. There again is another benefit of having good credit cards and taking good care of them. So we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But for now, these are the transactions from the 10th all the way through the 31st. We're just going to finish out the month of March, and then we'll jump in April, and we'll start doing another weekly budgeting session there. So here we go. Let's go ahead and jump over to the budget template. Where we left off was that we'd been paid once. We have a little bit of our withholdings here. We're missing a lot of the billing, so hopefully a lot of those come through on this one. Otherwise, somehow we missed them. We've got our bucket accounts that just fill themselves. We'll check those out later. And we've got 3 weeks here that need to be filled in. So we'll go ahead and find those weekly billings. And as of right now, we are sitting with $3,987.87 in the checking account. And I can tell you that right now that is not the case. So we need to make sure that we add these account expenses in and match that up. So I'm going to jump back over here to the expense tracker. Actually, I'm going to count these first. We've got 17. So I'll come over here and let's add those in. And again, this can be kind of tedious. There is a fix coming. I haven't had time to implement it yet. And it will probably come out in the next update. So let me grab these here and we'll add those in. And then we'll grab the transactions and we'll just paste these over so that we can remember what they were. So let's grab that and we'll put those here. Oh, that took over 2 rows. I didn't go far enough. I wasn't counting. Let's put 3 in just for fun. Oh, no copied cells. Drop that there and let's try this one more time. So we'll come over here, grab those. This time I should be 1 short if I'm right. Okay, good. Oh, except I pasted in the wrong column. There we go. So we'll drop those in there and we'll go over and grab our amounts as well. And we'll bring those over and paste them right next to it. And then we'll grab the days. So again, like I did last time, I just pasted them slightly to the left here. And we'll want to paste those as a date range. I'm going to zoom out once so that I can see those. And we'll just enter those in over here. And actually, I'm going to do a formula because it's easier. I'm just going to do month. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not going to let me because it wants March. And that's okay. These are easy. We'll do March 2017, and we'll pull these all the way up. And then on this one, I'm just going to do day. And we'll grab that here. Oh, except for I'm off by 1. We'll grab it there. Perfect. So now I can just fill these in like this, and then copy those and paste the values in and erase these. Beautiful. So now I just need to go ahead and classify these. So I know right here that I needed 3 more weekly budgets, and I've got 1 extra one in here that's coming through for the month of March, which means that this one here maybe wasn't accounted for in my setup. So I'm going to come over here, and there are 5 weekly budgets in March. So that'll add an extra one there, and I'll close that down. And that should be ready to take on 5 now. So this would be week 2. And then we have flights. So this is going to be our vacation. And then we have a gas payment. This is our gas bill, which is our actual heating. And I don't remember the name of it. Man, it's been too long since I've done this. All right. Oh, it's just gas. So that's easy enough. We'll come back over and do gas. And this is income. So we'll do Quincy's income. Tithing. Water. We have education. And this is week 3. Internet. We have vacation. We have Netflix. Another week 4. We have our mortgage payment. Another in vacation for Japan. We have a power bill. Nope. Is it electricity? Then we have cell phone. Let's go with cell phone. Nope. What did I call that one? I think it was something silly that nobody uses anymore. Mobile. Yeah, mobile phone. Who calls it a mobile phone anymore? Just me this one time, I guess. And that's going to drive me crazy all year. I should go fix it someday, but I probably won't. So week 5, perfect. Now we've got all those in. You'll see that there were a bunch of vacation, larger hits, flights. We had Korea. You'll notice there wasn't anything in Taiwan. We actually just used the weekly budget in Taiwan and then Japan. So we pulled over extra money for those, and that's where they hit. So we'll jump over here and we'll see that our vacation budget still has $931, and we will be draining that, most of that, because we did spend a lot of money on some fun things while we were over there, and it was well worth it. We were planning on that, and it's good to go. The only other one here that I noticed really quick is the education did drop under. We will need to be filling that in April, and hopefully it looks like March was $25 bigger than January and February. So we'll watch that one in April and make sure that nothing too crazy goes on. But it looks like here that everything else was good. Gym membership, I haven't plugged anything in for March there because we don't get billed in March. It will start in April. And our buckets, like we just checked, are all very good. So $2,602.65 should be left over in the checking account. And it looks like here that actually in this month, we're a little bit over on our totals going in. So we need to double check on that and just see how to fix and correct that. Our actuals are $28.66 under. And you know what? I actually know I can take that from here. So that's what we're going to do. We'll pop up a calculator. 1763.58, and we will subtract out the 28.66, and that leaves us with 1734.92. We'll go put that up here, and that right there will now leave us as an actual of $0. That closes out March with no deficit. We did have to lower that bucket account a little bit, but I believe there was just enough room for that. So we will now make that correction, and we are now budgeted. So March is over, and we will jump into April. I cannot believe how fast this is going, and I have missed doing this. So let's jump back to the camera for a minute, and we'll sign out. There you have it, weeks 11, 12, and 13. And thanks again to Abigail for winning the Amazon Echo Dot, and thanks to all of you for entering as well. There will be more giveaways to come soon, so be sure to watch for that. But as for now, I'm just excited to be back. It was an awesome trip, and I am rejuvenated, ready to keep going on this channel, and here we go. This is now time. We're moving into the second quarter of the year, a perfect time to start a budget if you haven't started yet, so make sure you jump on this with us and become a budgeteer today by subscribing below. We'll see you next time, budgeteers. Thank you for watching. I'm extremely glad to have you here. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up. For more awesome videos, make sure you are subscribed.